between you and me, right where you are right in this moment, is exactly where you were meant to be.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Joygasmic Life Podcast. I am your hostess, Elena Harder. This is a mini episode designed to give you a taste of what is available in our larger full interviews, as well as what we get into in the deeper version of our membership, where we have full video, bonus courses with our interviewees, and of course our weekly calls where we support each other mom to mom. We'd love to have you as part of the Joygasmic Life.
There is foreskin restoration techniques that apparently there's been 100,000 foreskin restoration devices sold in America. So 100,000 American cut men have tried to remedy the situation for themselves. And they do have varying success. Some are very successful in restructuring they don't get the nerve endings back, but they do get some of the skin back. Others have tried for years and aren't very successful. It just depends. Because it depends on how much damage was done, how much they cut, and also the skin, how flexible and how expandable the skin they have is, the remaining skin. And there's a lot of factors there, but it is something for cut men. It is one way to sort of get some control over the situation. And
it's an action you can take.
Yeah. And as long as you don't set expectations unrealistically high, it's worth doing. And also, what I've of the men who've attempted foreskin restoration, and some have succeeded that I've spoken to, none of them regrets what they've done, their foreskin restoration work. None of them say, "Oh, I wish I didn't do that." They all are glad they did. So there is that, and it doesn't really undo the damage. I mean, one thing to young parents, I don't like to talk about it much, because then they think, well, he can just fix it later. Well, no, he's not really fixing it later. You have to not do it in the first place. But
we're talking something similar to like when you see people who have stretched their earlobes out, right? They've literally like stretched the skin. We're talking about doing a totally different but similar process with the foreskin. It's like correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like a weighted object that sort of pulls and holds the foreskin and pulls it down throughout the day.
Yeah, there are a few different things. Some have rubber bands, some have weights, and it's it's for cut men who understand they've been harmed. It's something worth pursuing. Yeah.
But like you said, it's not regrowing the nerves. It's just sort of it's a cosmetic experience, and maybe you regain some of the sensitivity because it's no longer exposed in the same way. So you have this like open closed sort of experience, which would change the way your brain is mapping the nerves, but not regrowing the nerves, not undoing that initial trauma and the initial bonding experience. Just gosh,
it's been described as the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. Foreskin restoration is the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. Well, it's good that there's an ambulance there, but don't fall off the cliff in the first place.
There's so much more for you over in the Joygasmic Life membership. Become a bulletproof mom with us. Learn the tips and tricks and skills you need to recover from your postpartum mental health journey, and learn the tools of Joygasmic alchemy so you can have the kind of birth you've been dreaming of.